Hey Yankees fans, get ready, because the game at Yankee Stadium last night was nothing short of electric. If you blinked, you might have missed one of the most thrilling comebacks of the season. The Bronx was buzzing as the New York Yankees pulled off a stunning 4-3 victory over the Texas Rangers in a game that had everything. Tension, momentum shifts, and a walk-off blast that's going to be talked about for a long time. And the man of the hour, none other than Dominguez, the young slugger who's quickly carving his name into Yankees history. Let's rewind a bit. Things weren't looking great for New York early on. By the bottom of the 7th inning, they were trailing 3-1. The Rangers had taken control and were keeping the Yankees offense in check. But if there's one thing you learn watching baseball in the Bronx, is that this team never quits. Slowly but surely, they started chipping away at that lead. A run in the 7th, another in the 8th. The crowd started to come alive. The tension built with every pitch, every at-bat, until it all came down to the 9th inning. And that's when Dominguez stepped into the spotlight. With everything on the line, he crushed a pitch deep into the night, sending it over the fence for a walk-off home run that sealed the deal and set off a celebration like only Yankee Stadium can produce. The crowd erupted. Teammates poured out of the dugout. And just like that, Dominguez wasn't just a promising young talent anymore. He was a hero. This moment wasn't just about one swing. It was a defining point in Dominguez's young career and a massive spark for a Yankees team that's been fighting to stay ahead in a competitive American League East. Dominguez, who came into the season still proving he belonged in the big leagues, is now showing exactly why he was once considered one of the most exciting prospects in baseball. After that bomb, he's now hitting .241 on the season with 6 home runs, 22 runs batted in, and 4 stolen bases. Add to that a solid .778 OPS, and you can see that he's more than just potential. He's producing, and he's doing it in key moments. And remember, we're not talking about a rookie who just got called up. Jason already has some big league experience under his belt. In his 3 seasons in the majors, he's appeared in 66 games and hit a total of 12 home runs. But what's different now is that he's stepping up in moments that matter, delivering not just stats, but energy, confidence, and clutch performances that impact games. With veterans like Aaron Judge and Paul Goldschmidt anchoring the lineup, Dominguez is quickly turning this Yankees offense from dangerous to downright deadly. After this win, the Yankees now sit at 29 vitórias e 19 derrotas, a solid record that keeps them in command of the AL East. It's a division full of talent, and every win counts, especially tight, hard-fought games like this one. The Rangers, on the other hand, fall to 25 vitórias e 25 derrotas. They're still in the mix in the AL West, but nights like this can sting, especially when the bullpen lets a lead slip away late. Looking ahead, the series wraps up this Thursday afternoon. First pitch is set for 2:35, horário do leste dos Estados Unidos, and fans can expect another intense battle. Texas is sending Nathan Eovaldi to the mound, and Yankees fans know that name well. He's a seasoned veteran, a 2-time World Series champion, and he's been lights out so far this season with a record of 4 vitórias e 2 derrotas e ERA de 1.61. He's the kind of guy who can shut down an offense if he finds his rhythm early. But don't count out the Yankees. They've got Carlos Rodon ready to go, a hard-throwing lefty who's been rock solid this year. With 5 vitórias, 3 derrotas e ERA de 3.16, Rodon has been a stabilizing force in a rotation that had to deal with the absences of Garrett Cole and Luis Gil. He's taken on a leadership role and delivered strong performances when the team needed him most. Thursday's matchup is more than just the final game of the series. It's a tone setter, a chance for the Yankees to build even more momentum, ride the emotional wave of Dominguez's walk-off, and show the rest of the league that they're not just good, they're clutch. And for fans in the Bronx and around the world, it's another reminder that in baseball, anything can happen. One swing, one inning, one comeback, and suddenly history is made. The energy surrounding the Yankees right now is different. It's electric, and that spark is coming from every corner of the roster. But there's something undeniably magnetic about what Jason Dominguez did, not just because of the home run itself, but because of what it represented for a team that's finding ways to win even when the odds are stacked against them. That walk-off wasn't just the end of a game. It was a message to the league. The Yankees are here, they're hungry, and they're building something special. Not just around their stars, but around a deeper lineup and a new generation of talent. Dominguez's journey has always been one wrapped in expectations. From the moment he signed as a teenage phenom from the Dominican Republic, the buzz was off the charts. People threw around names like Mike Trout and Bo Jackson when talking about his potential. That's a heavy weight to carry for any young athlete. But through the minor leagues, through injuries, through adjustments, he stayed locked in. Now, here he is, not just playing at the highest level, but delivering in moments that demand maturity beyond his years. That walk-off swing wasn't wild or reckless. It was measured, confident, and powerful. It was the swing of someone who believes he belongs. And that's the energy this Yankees squad is feeding off. Dominguez's development means more than just an extra bat in the order. It means pitchers can't just work around Judge or challenge Goldschmidt without consequences. It means the bottom of the order has teeth. It means opposing managers have to think twice before playing matchups. In the late innings, Dominguez is quickly becoming the kind of player who shifts the geometry of the game. And when you add that kind of unpredictable danger into a lineup that already features proven sluggers, you suddenly have a team that can beat you from any angle, in any inning with any player. This win against Texas didn't happen in a vacuum. It's part of a bigger picture, a season where the Yankees have had to fight through adversity, adapt, and evolve. Injuries to key pitchers like Garrett Cole and Luis Gil could have been the kind of setbacks that derailed other teams. But instead of folding, this roster stepped up. Carlos Rodon in particular has embraced the challenge of being the anchor. After some rocky stretches in the past, he's now pitching with a quiet intensity, mixing velocity with precision, and giving his team a chance to win every time he takes the mound. He's not just filling in, he's leading, and that leadership is contagious. The bullpen too has been a revelation. With names that might not be household yet, they've delivered clutch innings, escaped tight jams, and held down narrow leads. And behind the plate, the catching duo has done more than just call games. They've managed pitchers, controlled the running game, and contributed timely hits when needed. It's been a complete team effort, and the results are starting to show. Of course, it helps when you've got Aaron Judge doing what Aaron Judge does, leading by example, hitting missiles, drawing walks, and setting the tone both on the field and in the clubhouse. He's still the heart of this team, but now he's surrounded by a cast that complements his presence rather than relying entirely on it. Paul Goldschmidt, another veteran with a steady bat and a calm approach, brings balance to the lineup. His professional at-bats and leadership bring a layer of consistency that young players like Dominguez can lean on. And that blend of youth and experience, of power and patience, is creating a chemistry that's hard to fake and even harder to beat. Let's not forget the defense either. In a game where one misplay can change everything, the Yankees have tightened things up. The infield has turned double plays with crisp efficiency. The outfield, anchored by speed and smart positioning, has cut off extra base hits and gunned down runners. Every detail matters. And this team is treating every inning like it could be the difference maker. That kind of focus doesn't just happen. It comes from a culture that demands excellence and rewards effort. As the Yankees prepare to wrap up the series against the Rangers, they do so with confidence, momentum, and a growing belief that this season could be something special. They're not just winning, they're learning how to win in different ways. Whether it's a slugfest or a pitcher's duel, a blowout or a nail-biter, they're finding solutions. And a big part of that is the willingness to trust the moment, to let young guys like Dominguez take the spotlight and run with it. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In the ever-intense world of Major League Baseball, where egos, ambitions, and chemistry play as much of a role as batting averages and ERAs, a fresh rumor has emerged from the Bronx that could shake up the Yankees' clubhouse dynamics. Sources close to the situation suggests that star outfielder Aaron Judge has privately voiced his unwillingness to continue playing alongside first baseman Paul Goldschmidt if both remain on the Yankees roster moving forward. While no official statement has been released, the whispers coming from inside the organization are getting louder. It's said that Judge, the face of the franchise and its undisputed leader, has grown increasingly uncomfortable with Goldschmidt's presence on the team. Not necessarily due to on-field performance, but because of a growing tension behind closed doors. According to insiders, Judge has made it clear to top brass that he won't accept sharing the lineup card with the former MVP, fueling speculation about potential off-season moves. The origins of the alleged rift remain unclear. Some point to a clash of leadership styles. Others hint at differing approaches in the locker room or even strategic disagreements during crucial moments in the season. Whatever the cause, the tension, if real, raises serious questions for the Yankees front office. With both players carrying significant contracts and pedigree, a potential separation would be both costly and complicated. Goldschmidt, who arrived in New York with high expectations and a respected resume, has been solid but not spectacular in pinstripes. Meanwhile, Judge continues to be the cornerstone of the Yankees' identity, both on the field and in the eyes of the fans. If forced to choose, it's hard to imagine an organization siding against their captain. Of course, in the world of baseball, rumors, not everything is as it seems. This could be an exaggerated clubhouse whisper, a misinterpreted moment, or even strategic posturing. But in the Bronx, where pressure and passion collide daily, even the suggestion of friction between stars like Judge and Goldschmidt is enough to spark endless debate. Until someone speaks publicly, all this remains pure speculation. But it's the kind of speculation that keeps Yankees fans and MLB insiders watching closely. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.